How'd you get into pickleball?
Pickleball, who I think really made pickleball happen in this country, I really do, is a guy named Mike Meldman, who I had put on Entourage, but Discovery Land. He also started Casamigos. He started putting in courts. Started Casamigos. He started putting courts in his places, which he's got all over the world, these private clubs that he's built. Baker's Bay in the Bahamas and El Dorado in Cabo and the Madison Club in La Quinta.
Coeur d'Alene where Tyson is a lot.
Yep, exactly. So I was there one day and Phil Mickelson was on this pickleball court and, just bring it back to Entourage for a second, you saw like I put ping pong on Entourage because I became obsessed with ping pong during Entourage. We had a table in my office. I played every day and I was like, what is this? So Phil was playing with somebody. And
did you know Phil?
I knew Phil. He was on Entourage. Okay. So we were walking by and he was like, Doug, you want to play? And I was like, what? And I have this video, by the way, a little video the first time I was ever on the court with Mickelson. I'm like, what is this, And I got on the court, and to be totally honest, I thought I found my dream sport because, I'm a hands-eye guy. I'm not a speed.
How old were you?
This is 2014 or 15, maybe.
It's crazy.
Yeah, 15 probably. And I'm like, you don't have to be fast. This is all about angles. You don't need like tremendous power. So,
well, back then too, I'm sure you're using a plastic spoon to play with.
It's like a paper mache paddle.
Yeah.
But I'm like on, and honestly, it was a great story. Would if I ever do work again, it'll be in a show. But Phil, like we walk on and get on and he's like, all right, 10,000 a game. I'm like, what? I'm like,
trying to hustle you.
I swear, I don't even know what this is. Number one. Number two, you're like a professional athlete. I'm not going to play with this. But my friend is crazier than Phil. He's like, fine. Doug, I got you covered.
Who is this?
This is my buddy Andrew. I, in case he doesn't want his last name, I won't say it. But 10,000 a game. And we start kicking their ass. And Phil, as we all know, everybody blames their partner. Phil's yelling at his partner. He's telling him he sucks and yada, yada, yada. But when I walked off that court, I'm like, okay, what is this sport? And as fate would have it, I was going to Florida like a month later. And I've never done this. Like I was obsessed with basketball. I was obsessed with whatever. I would never go to like on a vacation and go, I got to play this sport. But something in my head was like, I got to play more fucking pickleball. So I start looking in Florida, like, where do you play? And I swear to God, and you can ask them, I know they were on the podcast. I go to the Delray Tennis Center and there's an 11-year-old Anna Lee Waters and Lee Waters.
It's your second time.
This is my second time in Florida. And I'm like, hey, you guys want to play pickleball?
Yeah, but how did you find that place?
They're probably like, who is this guy?
I don't even know if Instagram exists.
Well, the Delray Tennis Center was a very popular tennis facility.
But like pickleball wasn't a big thing then.
It's nothing.
Yeah, so
I don't know why.
And did you go out and you're like, I'm Doug, I was the Entourage guy, and Lee.
No.
Didn't you say Andre Dascu was there as well?
Well, no, this is totally separate. So I think what may have happened actually, maybe I have this backwards because my buddy Matt Strahl lived at Ballin Isles where Serena and Venus trained, And when I went there, I met Andre Dascu, who was the tennis pro at Ballin Isles. So one of the two things happened, but this is all in the first week because I then go back to Florida for the next 3 or 4 years, for a month at a time. And I'm playing with Anna Lee and Andre. And I'm actually believing Lee Waters is a D1 tennis player. Okay. And Anna Lee was only 11, 12, 13. Good? They were both very good, but I thought I was like, in their range at the time. I know it sounds ridiculous now, but
you always think that with everyone. Yeah.
No, but I'll tell you when it changes. But Andre and I we used to play, the four of us, a lot, and my buddy Scott Siegel, we used to go to Florida a lot, and we would play. And I honestly would call everybody. I mean, I tried to. Within the first 2 months, I reached out. I found Robert Elliott at Engage Pickleball. I tried to bring some people in. I said, I want to buy into this company. I think this sport is going to be the biggest thing in the world, and I want to get involved in whatever. We never figured out a way that could work. Wow. But that's how invested in how much I believed in this sport.
And you saw it. I mean, you saw.
I just knew, I understand, and I did a lot of this on Entourage. When I see a product, I understand stickiness, and I understand when people, and I started meeting people in pickleball pickleball community, including Annalie and Lee, who were out there playing every day. You know, what was the future for them? What was the reason behind they were doing that? And it was a passion and love of something that I don't think they ever really believed they would monetize. But I saw that with everybody I met in pickleball. They just were like, I've never loved anything like this. Even the tennis players would always say, I just like it more than I ever loved tennis.